I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. And one of my practices, one of my disciplines that I participate in, day out, is that of Gong. And at one time in my life, I was a Gong Fu practitioner as well. Don't practice as much the hard style of Kung Fu these days, but at one time I was very dedicated. But the Qigong is still a practice that's with me. And the word Gong, a mentor explained to me, translates to work done over time, or quality cultivated over time. And I find in this day of digital distraction, of digital stimulation, where we're in this world of reels, we're in this world of memes that just grab our attention, and people simply go on these whole rabbit holes on Instagram or TikTok where they're just sucked in to meme after meme, reel after reel, constantly getting their attention distracted and pulled away from themselves, essentially. So what I find, having a gong, having a practice where one has to show up to that practice, and that practice is intended to cultivate a quality that's going to be expressed through that human being over time. Having a gong is an essential component to grounding oneself and having something that cultivates mental focus, mental attention, that brings these qualities of concentration back to the human being. And ultimately, someone who has a gong, who has a practice, and eventually the road of a gong is mastery. Someone who becomes a master of something has a great gift that they can express in the world, a great gift of value that adds life to life, that adds value to other human beings, that adds value to the life force of the planet. An individual doing this not only is going to feel a sense of self-worth, not so much from the work of doing that, but just knowing that they're competent and capable. And when one has a practice and they set their mind to doing something and cultivating mastery, and eventually get to where they can express that level of mastery, just that discipline and knowing that one can show up and cultivate something meaningful, that brings some confidence with it. And an individual that's got a gong, that has a practice that requires attention and discipline and showing up day in, day out, the work that's done over time, this individual is going to be less likely to be controlled by these mechanisms of distraction, mechanisms that pull our consciousness in so many different directions and fragment the consciousness. The Gong is a practice that cultivates a sense of integration in the human being. So whatever your Gong may be, it can be literally anything. Like playing music, that's another beautiful Gong. Playing guitar, learning to sing, playing an instrument of any kind, playing piano, drums, anything. Any sort of gong that requires showing up is a worthy endeavor for those who are intending to allow their greatest potential to come forth through their vessel. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, my friends, and I will see you on the other side.